That is when you apply and buy. And Steve, I don't know if we can show that bag one more. Oh, perfect. We can do it live? Okay, perfect. All right. So here it is, and then I'll just show you on the back, which I'm kind of proud of, is I always say shop happy. So shop happy, be kind, and then Shannon's crazy for Christmas. And then the question is, what woman in your life inspires you, your lady boss? All right, almost, Steve, am I saying this right? Almost 100 people pre-ordered on this? Okay, okay. For sure, he says. This is Joe Harrison. He's just back. By the way, you might see his computer in the corner of your screen if you're still trying to get under HP. But here's the big thing. I have been here for almost 30 years. And in that time frame, for like I would say the first 10, maybe even 15 years that I was here, every single Christmas season, the hottest gift of the season would be a telescope.
Exactly.
Every single year. Most of the telescopes that I have sold here at HSN started at $200. Started at $200. And by the way, you couldn't use your cell phone with them, okay? So he had me at hello, he had me at cell phone, he had me at this size, so it goes backyard, front yard. Have you read the news? There's been more happening in our heavens than I think in any other time, certainly that I can remember in history. You get the backpack and you get the great lenses. You also get a camera or like your a mount for your cell phone too, or camera mount.
Camera mount comes with it as well. It really is a little bit of everything that you're getting. It really is the perfect travel telescope to go, in your backyard, to go out to the beach, to go see what's in the stars, but also see what's on the planet. And when you see all the features, we have that 45-degree angle tilt right there, so you can stand up. It makes a comfortable experience for you. And this is brought to you by Popular Science, who teamed up with Celestron. We've known and have loved Popular Science for years. Celestron's been making telescopes here for over 60 years, been since 1960. But look at that right there. You see something cool in a telescope, you want to take a picture of it, you can now do it. You don't have to tell people what it's like. We're including all the adapters to make it so easy to capture those memories. Even a remote control that connect to your phone that'll take those pictures for you. That's another bonus, $20 bonus. That is included. But Shannon, when you see this, you're thinking, okay, this is not what you're used to seeing. It's not like the big tube ones.
But this is not a toy.
Exactly. Okay. They designed this to make sure that you can take this anywhere you want. I remember when I was a kid, my dad had a telescope. It was so big, he always kept it in the garage because it was a pain to come out. This one, when you see the glass optics, when you see the metal housing, when you see the lenses that we're including, this one all fits into the backpack. The entire thing with the backpack only weighs 3 pounds. That's it. Now, what we're going to include today is not only do you get the telescope, but you also end up getting the first lens. The first lens, it's an 8mm, and you also get a 20mm lens. So now you can look at anything that is 18 times away. You can look at anything that is 45 times away. You can also, we give you this thing called the Barlow lens, which is a 3x magnifier. So now you can look at anything 54 or 135 times away. Now, if you want to see the moon, which is the most popular thing people look for, you only need a 25 times lens. We're giving you up to 135 times. So now, Shannon, we're beyond the moon. If you want to see the rings of Saturn, you need 100 times magnification. This will go beyond that. You can actually see the moons of Jupiter with this because you have 135 times.
Okay, here's the thing. Steve, just to show people that there aren't like tens of thousands of these, can I just show what is available? And the only reason I say that is when, perfect, thank you. So we have fewer than 2,000. And part of the reason I wanted to reference that, thank you, it's a good launching off point, I guess pun intended for the most part, because whether it's Elon Musk sending people to space, who were at the grocery store the day before, but I'm paraphrasing. But I think there's more interest in space now than even when I was growing up as a kid. And I'm talking about shortly after we sent man to the moon. I think more people are aware of what they can do in their own backyard, and for this price.
We're sending rockets out to space on a weekly basis. So the great thing about having this is that, your kids are interested in this, and there's so much education in that. I love it because it's free. You just go out to your backyard, you go to a local park, you will find something. And as we're going to show you how simple this is to set up. We have it right now on a tabletop. But if you expand the legs, like I'm 6'2",
let's do that.
It is still fully, it's still a very comfortable experience, even if you have this thing standing up. And we give you a different way to mount this and keep everything nice and steady. And when you have this mounted, I've got it standing right now, and then it's the exact same thing that what we have on the table. if you're on a park bench or you're in a backyard, anywhere in between, you can stand up and make this thing comfortable for you.
Yeah.
Now, I love what Celestron has done because they give you this thing called a finderscope. So if you see the moon out there in the sky and you're like, I want to focus on the moon, if you used that strong magnification, it'll take you a long time to be able to dial it in. What you do is use that finderscope. That'll kind of give you the approximate area, and then you dial it in. So you look to the finderscope first, and then boom, I've got it, I'm finding it right there. Now, once I have it, I can focus in, I can zoom in, and I have the adjustments to make sure
it in.
I've got it perfectly. And then, Shannon, you see, we've already connected our cell phone mount. So now you can take your cell phone, any cell phone that you want, it'll connect, and it lines up with your cameras on the back and have different adjustments. Now you can take a picture. And I've got a picture of the moon I want to show you that we took with the Celestron.
Okay, because we had the prettiest full moon the other night. Did you see that?
That's the fun thing. I'll tell you about that in a second.
Okay.
Because there's the picture we took with your telescope that you're getting today.
Wow.
Look how beautiful the moon is. Now, it's not just stuff outside, in outer space, but also if you're on land. Look at the picture of the hawk that we took.
Oh, come on.
And you don't have to say, oh, you wouldn't believe how beautiful the hawk was. You wouldn't believe how beautiful the moon was. You can now show that picture because you're taking it with your cell phone. That's what you're doing right there. And when you see the claws, and he's hugging onto that
It looks
branch.
like he just had a meal. There's like a little thing peeking off his little beak there.
He was a hungry little bugger, but you're able to capture that video. Keep in mind, this thing right here can go anywhere from 18 times magnification all the way up to 135 times, and it's incredible.
You had me at Barlow lens. I mean, when I used to do these, I mean, seriously, we used to talk about the value of that alone. Here's the thing. It's for your backyard. It's for your patio. It is anywhere and everywhere you are watching. Okay, now talk about this, Mr. Computer Man.
Shannon, the cool thing is you go look at this night sky and you're like, wow, there's a lot of stuff. How do you know what you're looking at? Well, we include an app that will connect to your phone, and it uses the technology in your phone. So now what you do is you're like, oh, where am I looking for? There's the moon, there's Saturn. You can find it.
It's like a GPS for the stars.
It does, and it tells you exactly what's in the night sky. There's even a section that says what's in the sky tonight. It'll tell you what are the hot spots that are in the sky that you can now take a picture of.
So when I forgot about the lunar eclipse, that app would have like alerted me, hey, numbskull, you're awake anyway, you should go outside.
You can see what's coming in the future. Now, you asked about the moon, because the moon is very bright now. Did you know this is called an oak moon?
Really?
The app teaches that, so it becomes an educational piece too. You can click on it and learn more about what you're seeing. And especially for me, like the really cool dad moment was when my kids saw the ring of Saturn. Because you normally see it, like my kids, they see it on their tablets, on their phones. You see it on a two-dimensional object. With this, you can see the rings of Saturn, because you only need 100 times magnification. This gives you 135 times. So when my kids pulled back and they looked at me and they're like, I just saw the rings of Saturn.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you did it right there. Now I'll show you what the moon looks like, because when you see the moon is so close that it is bright, it is beautiful, you can see the craters. However, sometimes it is too bright, Shannon.
Okay.
And what we've done is, if you zoom in on the moon, sometimes it's way too bright, we actually give you a moon filter. This is a $20 adapter that will go on any lens, so now you can pick up the detail of the moon, so now it's not as bright. That's another bonus that you're gonna end up getting today. And then here is the clicker. Because when you're looking at the moon, which is still a couple 100,000 miles away, if you just tap it, tap your telescope, it's gonna move and shake a little bit. It clicks it.
Yeah,
so it Bluetooths to your phone, and now you can take pictures with another $15 adapter that we're including today.
A couple of things. I know for a fact this is it. Joe's like, oh yeah. It is sold out every single time that it's been here.
It has.
We have now, Steve, what is it, 1,700 left or 1,600 left? 1,600 left. Now, and I'm not trying to panic anybody, but I almost need to, and I'll tell you why. We're sneaking this in before Adam kicks off the brand new Today's Special. I know for a fact, whether it's his open house show or whether it's the big gift guru that Michelle has coming up, there is no way, this might make one more presentation. If this hits prime time, like tomorrow or Monday, before that free shipping promotion expires, because remember, you're getting the bag, you're getting the lenses, you're getting the Barlow, you're getting like that little moon adapter.
Exactly.
And then you're also getting, where is it, the little camera mount.
Cell phone, yep, works on any cell phone that's out there. It really makes it so simple for you too, because we give you everything. And keep in mind, this is what Celestron has done for the last 60 years, make amazing telescopes. You get one magnification lens that gives you 18 times magnification. The other one gives you, gives you 45 times, but then you also get this 3 times Barlow lens.
That's a big deal.
So now you can look at anything that's 18, 45, 54 or 135 times away.
Jeez.
Anywhere that you want to look, whether it's in your backyard, you're looking at the squirrels, you're just going to a nature park, you can take this with you, or you can look in the night sky. And because it's designed by Popular Science, it's durable. It is compact, so you can take it anywhere. The optics on here are also glass, because sometimes you get plastic optics and they'll yellow over time or they'll wear down. This is actually absolutely beautiful, and you see it's got many positions that you can lock it in place, so now you're able to see what's in the night sky. And one of my favorite stories I've learned about astronomy was Neil Armstrong, one of our most famous American astronauts. His grandparents gave him a telescope, and he looked up in the night sky, and that's what gave him the passion to become an astronaut. And you never know when you give your kids this.
It's true.
What they're going to learn, and you can do it in your backyard.
It's easy to get a kid excited about Fortnite and Xbox, but you want to get them excited about science. I mean, you really do. And this does it in such a natural, intuitive, mind-blowing way. For a price point I have never, ever, this is the best price on any telescope I've ever had. I've been here for almost 30 years. Our starting price points used to be around that $200 mark.
They were.
And don't let the size fool you. You said up to, like, I know where I'm talking range because I'm thinking about
135 times magnification is what I do. And keep in mind, on Christmas Day, Saturn, Venus, and the moon will all be lined up. There's always something to look at in the night sky.
There is. Well, I'm always happy to look at you, mister.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, when are you back? Are you back tomorrow?
I'm back in 45 minutes. Something different.
I've got drunken cherries that I'm making for TikTok. You might want to find me.
Oh, wow. I have to find you on TikTok.
Yeah.
What's your TikTok address?
Exactly. Shannon Smith TV3. Thank you for asking.
Love that. Sure.
All right. I love you. Okay. Hey, don't forget Black Friday deals. This is a Black Friday deal. Our Protection Plus is also available. And here's our Black Friday deal page. Check out details for yourself. All right. My friend Lisa is here. Donna is laying down on the job, and she's happy to do it. We are moving along, and Homedics is a company that, of course, we love here at HSN. They are truly the leaders when it comes to, home health products. I use the foot massager that was a former Today's Special. Hey, by the way, if you go to hsn.com, you will see that foot massager. There are a couple of them, but I looked at it, and